Hello everyone, welcome back to Blacksmith Studios. My name is Jack and today we will be discussing the rumoured Hulk vs. Wolverine movie that may tie into an Avengers vs. X-Men movie. Now, this is likely to take place in the next saga of the MCU, and this comes from a report and a scoop by Cryptic46Qual, I believe. Probably butchered that name. Do apologise, but they have suggested that the next Hulk-oriented movie is likely not going to be a Hulk vs. Wolverine film, but that Doomsday and Secret Wars will plant the seeds for this. The insider then stated that there have been talks about Hulk vs. Wolverine and that this will occur during the supposed mutant saga that's next. The report also stated that it wouldn't be a cash grab movie, but there will be a deeper meaning for the fight. I mean, they have also suggested that the movie will tie into an Avengers vs. X-Men project down the line, which we will get a sort of tease of in Doomsday or Secret Wars. So, I'd like to dissect this kind of report for a moment, and then we can talk about my theories for a Hulk vs. Wolverine movie. So, I did a video earlier talking about World War Hulk's project that Marvel will be developing, or apparently developing at the moment. I believe that this is the actual next Hulk movie that we will see in the MCU, and it will include all the Hulk characters we have seen and yet to have seen. This includes obviously Red Hulk, She-Hulk, Red She-Hulk, Scar, Armistice Cho Hulk, and whoever else. If Marvel are planning to open the next saga, the Mutant Saga reviewer, with a conflict between the Avengers vs. X-Men, then using the Hulk as part of the political conflict could be a good use of storytelling. We haven't seen Savage Hulk in the MCU for a very long time now, and although I do love how Bruce Banner and the Hulk are developed in the Infinity Saga, I can't help that fact that myself and many fans want to see Hulk come back in a big way, not a small way, not like a little bit. We want to see a big fight with Hulk. So, let's go back to Hulk vs. Wolverine. I do agree with this scoop that Marvel shouldn't do it as a cash grab. I think it's going to feel that way. But if they wanted to do that, they could always have made a special presentation just showing the two face off against each other. Just set it within the MCU continuity or like an alternate universe. I mean, we did see an alternate universe in Deadpool and Wolverine where a John Burns brown and tan suit, Wolverine, fought Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. So we could simply follow a special presentation of that. But if they want to do a movie, then they need to go big. And there needs to be a point to the fight to make it worth watching. So here are my thoughts on how Marvel will lead up to a Hulk vs. Wolverine project and what that story may be. So I believe that we will get some sort of conflict between the Avengers and X-Men during the events of Avengers Doomsday and or Secret Wars. Whether this is a small battle or a larger one, I don't know, but I believe that this will happen. You can even check out my Doomsday pitch on the channel to see how I included this in my plot, where essentially the Avengers and X-Men are fighting over the fact that their universes are dying and they want the other one to die to save theirs. But regardless of this, I think that these are the seeds that the scoop relates to. So, as we all theorize at this point, the MCU will go through a soft reboot, so the extent of which we don't know. But let's just go with the fact that the Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four have been rewritten, so they've always existed in this new MCU. So as we move into Phase 7, the first phase of the Mutant Saga, we could see a World War Hulks project that unleashes the Hulks of the MCU versus the leader and his Hulk army. This causes a lot of damage and casualties, and I can imagine that the Hulk at this point has reverted back to Savage Hulk, or he will become Savage Hulk during this movie. So then Hulk can jump away and disappear, and the government are after him, and we could see a Hulk vs. Wolverine project pick up after that. Now, this could be even the first project with the MCU Wolverine. This way, Wolverine's introduction isn't necessarily tied to the X-Men yet, and is a standalone movie. I do know that many people want to see an X-Men movie without Wolverine, and this way the X-Men movie is able to stand by itself without Wolverine. And we could then get this to be the MCU Wolverine project. So, during Hulk vs. Wolverine, Department H or whoever contacts Wolverine, knowing about his healing factor and his expert tracking abilities, he could be ordered to go after the Hulk. So, we could get this whole shtick of Wolverine doesn't want to do it but then the Hulk is out of control and hurts someone he loves, or there's a reason, and it forces him to go after the Hulk. Or he could simply sort of just accept the mission, and he's like, oh, yeah, well, it's money. We could witness the Hulk still out of control in certain scenes whilst Wolverine hunts him down. Wolverine could sort of fight him initially, and Hulk could get captured or escape. Wolverine could realize towards the end of the movie that Hulk is, pure rage. He's like a rage monster, but it's not someone like Wolverine. And we could see Logan have a conversation with a broken Bruce Banner, struggling to control the anger within him, and we could have the two sort of bond over that. The fact that they've got a tortured past, or even for Hulk, a tortured present, and they both are filled with rage, and it's just a constant fight to deal with it. We could have an enemy then included into the plot. It could be the leader of Department H or some other villain, and that could force Wolverine and Hulk to team up and escape. I would love to see Omega Red as a villain for this project. And then they could go their separate ways, but Wolverine kind of trusts the Hulk won't harm anyone else. And then Wolverine could go on and join the X-Men. At that point, wherever we are in the mutant saga, we could then be given an Avengers versus X-Men project, where the two teams face off against each other, believing that both sides are a danger to the Earth. Now, I'm not sure how a full-fledged X-Men and Avengers project would go, but Hulk could be a factor of it, and part of the reason why the conflict exists. It does make sense, Marvel would try and complete their arc. If they are doing a World War Hulks project and a Hulk versus Wolverine project, then they have to connect in some way. It will be interesting to see how the storyline will play out. I just hope we do get Wolverine versus Hulk at some point in the future. It would be an incredible fight to see. I just hope that there would be a reason for it. But then again, if there was a special presentation with an hour-long fight with the two, that would sell it to me. I'd absolutely love that. But anyway, thank you all so much for listening, and comment down below your thoughts on a Hulk versus Wolverine movie. Do you think it will happen in the future? Do you think the fight, how do you think it's going to go down? How do you think the fight's going to go down? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And hey, if you want me to do a pitch on this, I wouldn't mind doing it. Any requests for doing the pitch on this one, put down in the comments as well. If you did like this video, then please like and subscribe for more content like this. I'd like to thank you all again so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.